Okay, welcome back to some questions with me, Devraj. As usual, if you want to ask a question, go on my Telegram support group, link in the description, and ask there. There's a question here about the new nine-segment Reichian release, which isn't it's on YouTube, but it's I haven't made it public yet, but it will be soon anyway. This is for me way more intense than the intense belly breathing. Any idea what that would indicate? Is it opening up the upper body more, or something about a leaving type? Da, 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 da. Anyway, this nine-segment Reichian, well, let's call it the nine-stage Reichian segmental armoring release sequence. That is a quite intense process using various different Reichian exercises, some of which came down from via Jack Willis's book and others which I've just absorbed over the years. But it works segments of armor going down the body, basically. And the idea with it is the idea of it really is actually that the theory with Reichian segmental armoring, those few people who know about it, there's not so many, but anyway, often they think it's about releasing the armor band itself, but it's actually more about releasing unhealthy binding between the bands. So that's just a little bit of theoretical understanding. It tends to be very intense for people with leaving pattern. There's a lot of holding around the head and particularly around the forehead, which isn't a ring that Reich himself actually gave any advice on working. He started with the ocular ring around the eyes, but the ring around the forehead has a lot in my experience. So if, like me, I've got quite strong leaving pattern, it's very intense to do this nine-segment release. Currently, the last few weeks, in fact, the last month or so, I've been doing it pretty much every night, and it's a very powerful experience. But it is one that you should only do at a level which kind of works for you. I recommend the 34-minute version. And for leaving pattern, and there's a lot of people working with their mind, so even if you're not strongly leaving pattern, if you're using the computer a lot, if you're locked into the screen a lot, it can be a really good sequence to do. And like I say, you're working forehead ring, you do some belly breathing to start, forehead ring, then eyes, mouth, throat, chest, diaphragm down to the belly, pelvis, legs, and that kind of thing. So check that sequence out. I'll leave a link to it underneath in the description. And that's about it, really. Okay, thank you for that question.